Today it's my pleasure to represent my team and to describe very briefly a project that we've all been working on for the past year as part of our informatics senior design project. Everyone in our team has stared into the fridge at 2 in the morning, hoping against hope that the mismatching assortment of ingredients in there would morph into something usable and useful. Unfortunately, instead, that food would more often than not morph into something hairy and fuzzy and would have to throw it out rather than make use of it. We would not only waste food, but we would waste money as well. Now, we know that we're not alone in this. Studies reveal that as much as 25% of groceries get thrown out every year and end up in landfills. And the costs of throwing the food out are enormous, not only affecting us locally, but globally. A family of 4 wastes almost $2,000 a year on groceries that doesn't even reach the plate. And wasted food becomes the single largest contributor to landfills every year, where undue demand for food drives food prices up year over year. Virtually all of that, worse, is perishable, meaning that food simply couldn't get used and we couldn't find a better use for it before it went bad. Now, there's a thought, finding a better use for food before it goes bad. Now, we're not here to claim that Foodujour is a silver bullet to that problem, but we think it addresses some of those problems in a really clever way. With a recipe search engine, we enable users to find dishes they love based on ingredients that they already have, and save them to a personal cookbook that we call a cookbook. We then generate a consolidated shopping list based on all of those ingredients that they'll need for all of those recipes, singling out ingredients that only show up occasionally in their cookbook. Ultimately, users end up with a cookbook of a wide variety of recipes and dishes, calling on only a small number of very familiar ingredients. Now, over the past year, we've had the singular opportunity to be an entrepreneurial team, which means that we've been open and public-facing and responsive to the world. As a result of that, we've made more than a few pivots this year. But we think that this has yielded a better product as a result, and certainly one that we're all very excited to tell you more about. But we're a live site with real users, and we respond to user feedback. So in light of that, instead of asking you to come to the poster presentation, which I think goes without saying, I'd like you to take a look at foodujour.com. Register for an account, take a look around, and give us some feedback. Thank you all very much for your time.